Welcome to NKTelco Sports, presented by Grand Lake Health. We are here at Wright State University's Nutter Center to bring you high school state volleyball action, where the Monroeville Eagles take on the New Bremen Cardinals. Tonight's action is brought to you by American Trim, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, NKTelco, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Plygem, Precision Strip, Sweeterman Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Fowler's TV, Wilson Health, Cy Sweeterman, Carriage Works, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Wayne Trail, Cargill, Wagner's IGA, SecureCom, St. Henry Bank, The Spot, and St. Mary's Foundry. Again, welcome to the Nutter Center here on the campus of Wright State University. My name is Greg Burning, my partner Jeff Henchen. And Jeff, we start with a good one here today with New Bremen against Monroeville, a rematch of the state semifinal from just a year ago.
Yeah, just a year ago, these teams met in the same situation, a state semifinal game. Monroeville opens up that match with 2 victories. New Bremen battles back, gets a 5-game set win, and earned the right to go on to the state championship game where they lost to Tiffin Calvert, who, by the way, New Bremen beat their last match to earn this trip here. They're, a big win there, getting a win over Tiffin Calvert. New Bremen's had a tough road through the state tournament here. 4 of their 5 matches have come against teams ranked in the state at the end of the season. So include Tiffin Calvert. Before that was number 1 in the state, St. Henry. Followed up before that, Sky Murray Local 11. And Minster number 19. Their only non-ranked opponent was their opening sectional win against Squida, which they handled. But Bremen's been challenged and had some really difficult competition, and rightfully so. They've earned the right to be here. They've been playing very good volleyball as of late. Yeah, and they're going to come up against an opponent, as you mentioned, that they're somewhat familiar with. Trailed 2 sets early last year, were able to fight back and recover to go on to the state final. Hopefully they'll have that same result here today and get off to a good start. Well, and for Moreau, this is probably maybe a date they've been waiting for all year, and they had a tough tournament trail a little bit, maybe not as tough as New Bremen, but had to get through a nemesis of theirs, Norwalk St. Paul, a very good team as well, number 7 in the state. Those teams in the same conference split during the regular season. Moreau beats them in district finals to earn a regional appearance where they swept their opponents there, including Dalton, number 12 ranked team in the state. So they've had some competition as well, but got through their nemesis, the Norwalk St. Paul team. And again, I think now this is what they've been kind of eyeing since last November. Should be a great matchup here for the state semifinal. We'll take a quick break and bring you the starting lineups and the opening serve. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
At Joint Township District Memorial Hospital, your comfort and care is our #1 priority. Our surgical nerve blocks are a great way to reduce pain and can be used for arm, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, and foot surgeries. The nerve blocks decrease the stress of surgery on your body, requires less anesthesia and pain medications, and in many cases can offer relief for several days. Visit grandlakehealth.org for details on all of our services.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a 3rd-generation family-owned business with locations in Sydney and Walpock, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
Welcome back to Wright State University here at the Nutter Center as we get set for the starting lineups. First for the team that's visitors on the scoreboard, the Monroeville Eagles, as they go through the non-starters. They are coached by Kendra Snook. They come in with a 26-1 record. And now the starting lineups for the Eagles. Number 11, Braylee Wise. Number 14, Lydia Landau. Number 3, Kelsey Palmer. Number 7, Cameron Hendrick. Number 13, Kylie Brooks. Number 9, Grayson Yoder. And number 6, Adrian Barman, who is the libero. Jeff mentioned before, this is a rematch of the state semifinals a year ago. As you see Coach Snook and her record, the 3rd trip to state for the Eagles. As we get set for the Cardinals, they are the home team on the scoreboard. Coached by Diana Kramer. As they go through the non-starters. And now the starting lineup for the Cardinals. Number 7, Kaylee Friend. Number 6, Taylor Paul. Number 12, Claire Pape. Number 8, Macy Putoff. Number 4, Ashton Heitkamp. Number 5, Josie Reinhardt. And the libero for the Cardinals is number 0, Diana Heitkamp. And we see a good shot of Coach Kramer in her 4th year at New Bremen and their 3rd trip to state. While we get set for our first serve, let's talk about our keys to the game for today's action.
Well, for the visitors on the scoreboard today, we'll start off with the Monroeville Eagles. They need to be under control. Remember, they lost last year to New Bremen in this environment. It's been a year waiting. I'm sure they've been kind of eyeing this, had to get through some tough competition to get here. Need to make sure they don't just come out and kind of blow all their energy in the first few minutes of this match. It's going to be a long, tedious match. You need to play under control. Don't let their emotions get out of in their way and out of control. Defend the net. The Bremen attacks hard. Got to be big at the net, get some touches, try to slow down the Bremen attack. For the New Bremen Cardinals, it's been their same motto all year, and that's win the serve, receive. Look for the Bremen to serve it hard and aggressive, and they want to be able to also have that good first touch with a good back row on their side to get into their offense and eliminate scoring runs. We'll talk about momentum a lot. Each team has been successful because they get in big scoring runs and build up a lot of momentum, and there's going to be a lot of crowd noise here tonight.
No doubt.
So you got to make sure you can limit those runs. If you make a mistake, forget it. Get a positive play back. Don't let it result in the back-to-back quick points and then more after that. And then next thing you know, you're down 4 or 5 points before you know it.
Yeah, it'll be a good environment, as you mentioned. Good New Bremen crowd as always, and there's a good Monroeville crowd behind us as well. So small schools representing as they usually do.
And you mentioned these small schools. Each team, as we talked about, 3rd trip to the state tournament, all recently since Monroe was here in the 2015 season, 18 and now 19. New Bremen 3 straight times, 17, 18, and 19.
And a good start for the Cardinals as Kaylee Friend gets the first point for New Bremen.
And quickly she runs off. She has had a good year coming in due to an injury to Ellie Reckman, has been playing very nicely. She averages just over a kill per set.
And the first service there by New Bremen as Heitkamp's serve goes in the net.
New Bremen can usually handle that. They, again, serve aggressive, try to make things very difficult on the receiving team. And once in a while you'll have a mistake, but more times than not, you'll keep the other team's offense out of system.
Landau serve picked up by New Bremen and knocked in by Taylor Paul.
We said Reinhardt over the speaker, but I'm positive it was number 6.
Yeah, it was definitely Taylor
Yes.
Paul. She's right in front of us
Yeah,
here on the
number
right
6.
side. She's
We
back
know,
to
we know
serve.
them better than they
That's
do.
right. He's back to serve. They picked up on the Monroeville side, their first setup of the match. That's their big hitter, Palmer. Nice job by New Bremen, blocked at the net. But secondary kills for the Eagles is number 13, Kylie Brooks, and she comes through with a hit there.
You see the replay here. As you mentioned, Kelsey Palmer, the big hitter. Kylie Brooks, not too far behind her. Both those girls average over 3 kills per set. Both hit the ball pretty well. Actually, Brooks a better hitting percentage. The left-hander records her first kill of game 1.
Palmer's serve knocked over. Here's New Bremen. And a tip across and a nice save by the Cardinals. Going to have to be free balled across to the Monroeville side. Little miscommunication. Nice save. Pushed over, saved by Taylor Paul. Back up front to Putoff. Picked up on Monroeville, and a short tip into the net there from Hedrick will give New Bremen the lead at 3-2 on our first National Bank
Hedrick tried to
scoreboard.
go off off system, if you will, there, but even though she hit it in the net, New Bremen's blockers read it well. If it would have gone above the net, it would have gone straight down as a block or a kill for the Cardinals. New Bremen very alert, well coached, prepared to basically anticipate any type of attack coming from the Eagles.
Short serve by Pape, and through the block, a good shot from the back row libero, number 6, Adrian Barman with the kill.
Probably won't see many attacks from Barman. Being the libero, you can't be above the net to attack it. But she's able to drop one off the hands of a Bremen defender and record her first kill.
Maura Brown will check in for the Eagles. Number 4. Here's New Bremen back on the attack. Put off back row shot is out of bounds. That'll give Monroeville their first lead of the day. Number 7, Cameron Hedrick back to serve for the Eagles.
Hedrick, a very good server at 97%. She records an ace.
A little misplay there by New Bremen.
21, now 22 aces on the season for Hedrick. Again, 96.6, 97% serving percentage for her on the season.
Nice shot by Paul, picked up on the Monroeville side. New Bremen gonna have another chance here. They pop it up right in front of us to Highcamp. Tipped off the blockers and picked up by Monroeville. Left-hander doesn't get across the net from Kylie Brooks, blocked back by New Bremen.
Put off and also Reinhardt appear to get the block. We'll give them a combo block each for put off. Her averages, get this, very good number here, 1.1 blocks per set for put off. You're serving now, but that's a great number. You don't see a lot of termination blocks, but she probably one of the leaders in the state in that category.
Nice read there by number 5, Morena Miller, to drop that one in. Saw the blockers up at the net and just laid it across.
Maura Brown with the kill, but
my apologies.
She averages a kill and a half for her squad. She's a 5'8" senior, but yes, nice placement. It's a 6 point for Monroeville.
Serve pushed across by Barman, popped over to New Bremen side and lightly pushed across by Highcamp. A deep shot, nice play there by New Bremen to let that one float out of bounds.
Good possession for the Cardinals. They have their attack almost blocked back and they able to keep it alive, and the Eagles, the attack goes long, so what nearly was a point for the Eagles on the block. New Bremen covers it, and a hitting error gives the Cardinals their 5th point.
Yeah, New Bremen a little sluggish here. We've seen this before. They played, well, last year when they played against Monroeville. It took them a little bit to get going, and they have a little bit of a lapse there as that one's tipped out by Pape. She kind of saw it halfway through the air. It was like, I shouldn't have hit that one. It was well out of bounds. A point will go to Monroeville.
Reese including with the kill, and like you said, it was probably going to sail out of bounds. It looks like that Monroeville has 2 left-handers in that right front, and 12 and 13, including in Brooks.
Josie Reinhardt over the top.
Textbook. Boy, that was really a nice angle. She went right in front of us diagonally, and good approach and well struck. Everything was in system and good rhythm for number 5, Josie Reinhardt, averaging 2.6 kills per set for the junior hitter.
She'll go back to serve for New Bremen. Almost got an ace for the Cardinals. Going to get a good attack here, I should say. Taylor Paul just catches the back edge line on that one. And we're even again on our first National Bank scoreboard.
Good swing for number 6, using all of that 30 feet. Good hang time and right on the inside line. Good call.
Great shot, good replay, and a good shot there by Taylor Paul. And there's that first ace. Josie Reinhardt giving a little fist pump as the Cardinals retake the lead.
Reinhardt on the season, 56 aces, serving at 88%. As a team, they're Bremen averaging almost 3.5 aces per set. So we talked about their aggressive serving.
There's another.
Back-to-back aces for Josie Reinhardt.
And when New Bremen is going well, 2 things you see a lot. Good serving and blocking at the net. When those 2 are going their way, they're pretty hard to beat. They got a good start here today.
The aces 3.5 per set. The blocking 2.2 per set. So you mentioned there's almost 5-6 points per set coming in those 2 categories.
And Reinhardt with 3 aces in a row. That one just gobbled up. I think that's Landau in the back, or number 6 Barman. It's got right up in her body, had nowhere to go with it. Now she'll dump one short. Monroeville able to handle that. Tip it across, should be another good chance here though for New Bremen. Come right down the middle to Reinhardt. Picked up Monroeville side, back set, far court side. The left-handed angle Jeff just spoke about, that was from Cluding. Drops in for the kill.
Her second kill of the set, averaging just under 2 kills per set. A left-hander out of the right front, hits a very good percentage. 343 is her hitting percentage, so very good numbers for the junior, 5'8" junior.
Braylee Weiss back to serve for Monroeville, picked up Bremen side. They'll set far side to Taylor Paul, and she knocks that one home.
Knocking it home, Greg, is well said. She powered it through Monroeville Eagles double block. There were some hands up there, but just a lot of power behind Taylor Paul's attack. Goes down for her third kill.
Bremen matches their largest lead at 3. Back on Monroeville side.
Hit the antenna.
Shot from Palmer off the top. And Bremen now has their largest lead of this first set at 12-8. If you're just joining us, my name is Greg Burning, my partner Jeff Henchen. We're at the state semifinal between the New Bremen Cardinals and the Monroeville Eagles here in set number 1 as that one sails long from Diana Heitkamp.
Second New Bremen serving error. Monroeville has not committed a serving error. As a team, Monroeville, mentioned some of these numbers here, they as a team serve at 94% accuracy, and they average 3.2 aces per set, so they're getting it done. They do a good job keeping the ball in play.
Nice setup there for Macy Putoff, knocks it through the blockers for the kill.
Her first kill, one of the team's leaders, I mean, they got about 3 attackers that all average about the same numbers, 2.6 for Putoff, a very excellent 344 hitting percentage.
Good serve by Taylor Paul, picked up by Landahl in the back row. They go to the lefty up front, and it has been a lot to handle, but I think she was in the net.
Net violation on the attacker, Kylie Brooks. She hit it well, but drew contact with the net.
Both of those lefties seem to have just a little of a deceptive hit.
It's uncommon. You just don't see that many left-handers.
They hit hard.
And they do. And now that position usually it's a right-hander, and for some reason a lot of girls can't master it that well and bring that kind of heat. Those two do.
And speaking of not being able to master, another ace from New Bremen. That'll lead us to a timeout. We'll take one as well. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Hey Minster, this is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey Botkins, I'm Brett Gershner with NKTelco, and we are here for you and to help you operate your business network.
Hey Maria Stein, I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with Hometown Pride.
Hi Rishi, I'm Tim Metzger, and we are here for you for your installation of your telephone, cable TV, and internet.
Contact NKTelco at 1-888-NKTelco.
Welcome back to Grand Lake Health presentation on NKTelco Sports. We're here at the Nutter Center. Jeff, it was pretty even starting out of the gate. New Bremen's went on a nice little run back by their serving.
Yeah, they serve very aggressively. They've already recorded 4 aces serving and haven't really committed many errors. Just 2 serving errors and a hitting error. So they've been playing pretty clean. Again, been more aggressive just overall, getting a good attacks. And again, a 6-point lead as for a while there was back and forth. Now a big lead for the Cardinals of 6.
Paul again with the serve, dug up on the Monroeville side, back set over to Brooks. And she gets that one, I believe, off of a deflection, so point will go to Monroeville. It's hard to see because the official got hit with that ball.
Yeah, the touch was called and it hit the official on the fly. We'll take another look here again as Ashton Heitkamp maybe got something on it, and then it went right off of the line judge.
Putoff tries to dump it across the block. At 15-10 here in first set. Back to the Monroeville side, they tip it over to New Bremen. Pape tried to push it over, recovered by Monroeville, and finally dropped in by number 13, Kylie Brooks, for the Eagles.
Back-to-back kills for Brooks. That time took a lot off of it. A full-arm swing, but a change-up, her 3rd kill of the set. She averages 3.2, actually leads Monroeville in that category, and also a 400 hitting percentage. So good athlete for the number 13, 5'10" junior.
Good serve by Palmer, as that one's going to go outside the antenna. Point will go to Monroeville.
Here there's scoring runs Coach Kramer spoke about.
That's right.
And they've been back-to-back. The one was on the kill, and then you go right back, and the first attack is a hitting error. So 2 quick ones for the Eagles.
Bremen looking to answer, pop it up over the far side to Highcamp, can't get it across.
Just not in system there. It was a tough angle for Highcamp to run down, just nothing quite crisp with that 3-touch performance here by the Cardinals. That's 3 straight now, I believe, or 3
It's
or
4. It's 4 actually. It was 15-9. They've scored 4 in a row since the timeout. Bremen looking to get an answer here. Nobody really in position as Putoff pushes it deep. Monroeville gonna have another good chance here. They get it to Brooks. The same shot, just dumped it across the blocker.
Well, she's going down the line. She's tipped to the middle, and then she's tipped to the left front. So she's all parts of the court.
Timeout on the floor. We'd like to thank tonight's sponsor for this game, Grand Lake Health System, American Trim, First National Bank, Winners Meats, NKTelco, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Plygem, Precision Strip, Sweeterman Pharmacy, Wilson Health, Cy Sweeterman, Carriage Works, Kogi Plumbing, Fowler's TV, Wayne Trail, Cargill, Wagner's IGA, SecureCom, St. Henry Bank, The Spot Restaurant, and St. Mary's Foundry. Thanks to all those great sponsors. Also like to mention that Jeff and I will name a player of the game at the end of this game. And that player of the game is sponsored by NKTelco. So a big run put together here by Monroeville. 5 straight points, and we now have a 1-point game again.
It looked real good following the last time out. We're talking about how well New Bremen had kind of pulled away, opened up a 6-point lead, and within just basically 6 serves, it's right back to a 1-point deficit now for the Cardinals. They've been outscored by the Eagles, and not getting good attacks there. We've seen about 3 of the past 4 have not been good attacks.
Little miscommunication and a good shot through the block by Grayson Yoder. And the momentum has clearly shifted to the Monroeville side. New Bremen looking to rally here, but as you mentioned, last pass not too good.
They just have not been able to get that good attacking position. We'll see once if they can get it squared around here.
Good first pass there, bumped over to Highcamp through the block. Good save, Monroeville side. They're gonna have a tough shot getting a good one here. Good block by New Bremen's Pape and Putoff. That's been a very good combination throughout the tournament.
First hookup for those 2 today, but the second time Macy Putoff's been involved. And they got it with a good attack from Ashton Highcamp, but then you force the Eagles setter to chase down the second hit, and it results in, again, kind of a weak attack, and that allowed Putoff and Pape to get a termination block. So it kind of works in rhythm when you get a good first touch and can get a good set and a good attack, good things happen.
Pape serve picked up over to Brooks, and Brooks having a good first set here, knocks that one down to even us again.
Well, she's been pretty dominant there in the right front for the left-hander, the 5'10" junior. That's her 5th kill. Really, New Bremen hasn't, from memory, hasn't had much of an answer for her getting touches or anything on her attacks. And she's spread the ball around. She's hit to different spots.
Back on the Bremen side, here is Reinhardt, and she's got a great answer as Bremen retakes the lead.
Boy, she jumps well and really delivers a hard attack for the 5'11" junior, her 2nd kill.
Macy Putoff back to serve. New Bremen up 17-16 here in the first set. Good pass up front by Monroeville. Good block in the net. We're gonna have a net violation against New Bremen. I think it was called against Kaylee Friend, and we're even again.
Mara Brown connects on the attack, her 2nd kill.
That'll send number 6, Adrian Barman, the libero, to serve.
Another good server, 96.4% on the season. Only 12 mistakes and 333 serving attacks.
Nice shot there from Ashton Highcamp. Good setup by Claire Pape as New Bremen retakes the lead.
Back set, as you mentioned, from Pape. Highcamp uses all 30 feet again. They've had a couple shots about an inch or so in front of that back line. Good spot. Big point for the Cardinals.
Ellie Rechteman re-enters for New Bremen. Good serve again, picked up nicely though by Monroeville. Pape in the back row, popped up over to Reinhardt. Good shot from the back. Monroeville side, gonna have to free ball this one over. And a fantastic angle taken there by Grayson Yoder gets the kill.
Yeah, you said it right. She hit it almost parallel to the net from the left front to the other left front, and a difficult play, and hit it just right. And she records her 2nd kill of the set.
It's a high-risk play, but she made it work. New Bremen, Kaylee Friend, and that's a no-doubter.
Good timing, Friend and Pape, and Pape with the assist, Friend with the good vertical and good timing. Well struck, is in rhythm, and when that happens, it's tough to defend. But it's kind of a high, it's a tricky play to perform, and they did it well. They give it back on the service there.
Even at 19, so some big points coming up here as we get to the tail end of this first set.
Reinhardt, the last serve, Greg served 3 aces in a row. That one in the net for New Bremen's third service error.
Braylee Weiss set to serve, doesn't have a ball, makes it a little harder.
One nice thing, Greg, we talked about off air is they're throwing these balls back and forth behind us. They don't roll them down the court. I've seen that some other games. I don't like it. We saw one ball roll on the court. At least here they've moved the ball retrievers, if you will, behind us to not interfere with any action on the court. As that attack hit the antenna.
Yeah, Bremen going to benefit from a tough hit there from Monroeville to take a 2019 advantage, as Diana Heinkamp will go back to serve for the Cardinals. Bremen's had a little bit of issue here later in this set with serving.
That's her
back-to-back service errors.
Ties it back up at 20.
Definitely not the time you want it. Not that you ever want it, but you definitely don't want it toward the end of the set. And here comes the leading server for Monroeville, Landau. Nice recovery by New Bremen, pushed across by Diana Heinkamp. Left-handed shot, there it is again, Brooks.
Her 6th kill, this time the left-hander, kind of out of the middle, but again, a good swing. And you mentioned number 14, Lydia Landau. She's their leading server on the season as far as attempts. She's served 415 times, so they've been productive in this rotation. Let's just say that. They've given her a lot of chances, and that's because they've been scoring the ball well in this rotation.
And there's another answer. That one tipped across by Kylie Brooks, who is leading up front for Monroeville, and they push to a 2-point lead at 22-20. New Bremen leading a big answer right here.
Need to get, again, a good first touch, get a nice set, and go to attack.
Popped it up here to Putoff, blocked at the net. Nice save. Putoff pushes it deep. A nice save by Barman. As they lose a shoe in the middle of that play, was a little bit of a distraction, enough to get a point for New Bremen.
Landau lost her sneaker. She'll put it back on, and she's not the setter, but somehow that kind of disrupted the flow a little bit. A break for the Cardinals, the sixth error of the set for the Eagles, 5 hitting, and we'll call that one an unforced error. 6 errors by the Eagles, 6 errors for the Cardinals as well.
Paul serve getting in there. Barman picks it up, back set to Brooks. See if New Bremen, and they still have not had an answer to the swing of the lefty Brooks, and she knocks another one down.
And she's been very difficult to handle. 8 kills for Brooks.
New Bremen back on the attack. Here's Macy Putoff right down the middle. Picked up back row. Putoff's going to go up again. Again dug up nicely by Palmer. Brooks back on the attack. That time they get a hand on it. Heinkamp and Putoff.
Boy, a big touch there by Ashton Heinkamp and Macy Putoff. They get a good stop, a rare stop against Brooks. Take a look at it here as 4 and 8 go up, and look like maybe Ashton got it, but it results in a combo block for the Cardinals.
Big point here. New Bremen needing to tie this one up. Little miss hit. Battle at the net. Won by Reinhardt, but still pushed across. New Bremen, good chance. Right down the middle of Putoff. Saved back row by Landau. Monroeville taps it across, and it drops. The little floater. Yeah, we talked about this a little bit on the way here, about how the off-speed attacks sometimes are a little tougher for New Bremen because they block so strongly. A good example there, a little floater got across, set point.
Perfectly hit ball, well struck as far as the off speed, over the blockers and in front of the back row. Set point.
Bremen needing 2 back-to-back. There's a block, and that'll do it for the first set. It goes to Monroeville, 25-22. We'll take a break and be back with set number 2. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
At CAPT, we use hometown opportunity to make sure that when we have a position open within the facility, it gets put on the website.
We've really been excited to see how that has grown so much over the last several years.
If anyone is looking for a job, it's the best place to go.
We really want to do whatever we can to get folks that are from this community back to this area.
I would recommend any manufacturing company that they take a look at it. It's a very good benefit for companies at no cost.
Plygem Residential Solutions is part of Cornerstone Building Brands, North America's largest manufacturer of exterior building products, and the success of our company is directly related to the contributions of our employees. We are currently looking for machine operators, maintenance technicians, forklift operators, and more to join our growing team at our facility in Sydney, Ohio. Plygem offers competitive pay, a full benefits package, as well as opportunities for bonus pay and long-term advancement. Become a part of our strong foundation.
Welcome back to Grand Lake Health's presentation here on NKTelco Sports as we get set for set number 2. Jeff, Monroeville Eagles take the first one, 25-22.
They fell behind midway through that first set, I think 15-9 before they took a timeout, and really have played well since that timeout. They outscored Bremen the rest of the way to win at 25-22. Strong participant in that set for Monroeville was Kylie Brooks, a 5'10 junior. They were down for 8 kills in that set, really kind of took over, if you will, late in that set and helped the Eagles come back and earn a 3-point win. The Eagles end up with 16 attacks in that set compared to 9 for the Cardinals. Bremen had 4 service errors, Monroeville none. I mentioned the serving percentage for Monroeville, 94% as a team. They had none in that set number 1. Bremen, 87% on the season serving, had 4 in set number 1. Bremen did have 3 termination blocks. Macy put off a part of each one of those, and Monroeville had 1 termination block.
So we'll get set here for set number 2. New Bremen will start out serving. Diana Highcamp will get things underway for the Cardinals, looking to get back into this match after losing the first one. Good serve by Highcamp. Miss hit a little bit in the back row, good save, and free ball to cross by Monroeville.
This is what Bremen wants, an opportunity on a free ball. Good
nice touch there by Macy Putoff. Sees everybody creep up a little bit and just flips it to the back row. New Bremen with the first point.
Took advantage. They kind of missed it on the first free ball attempt, but Monroeville kind of gave it back and pushed it deep where nobody was at. Good decision by number 8, Macy Putoff.
Strong serve again by Highcamp. Shot tipped off the net, saved by Ashton Highcamp. Picked up in the back row by Monroeville. Free ball to cross. Pape off the block. Good save by, that's not Lano, it's Harmon. As that one gets knocked off the tip, point will go to New Bremen.
In that first set, Monroeville hit 242 as a team. New Bremen just 161. So another reason the Monroeville came back. They attacked better, only had 8 hitting errors.
And the serving errors, I think, definitely paid into that as that one sailed long by Highcamp. It's not going to change. That's how New Bremen plays. They're going to continue to attack aggressively at the net, and they're going to continue to serve aggressively. Landau with the serve. Jeff talked about it before. Good rotation for Monroeville. Little miscommunication there is going to be free ball to cross. New Bremen side. Pass up to Pape. Quick set to Putoff, and again sees the court and dumps it in.
She's done that play and push it to the opening versus kind of swinging. And in game 1, she had an attempt. I remember here pushing it from this side to that side, but not near deep enough. This time, both of those type of attacks, she pushed to the 30-foot line. Both times they dropped on the ground on the Monroeville side.
Taylor Paul catches a little bit of tape on the serve. And then a nice shot across court from Grayson Yoder.
Good swing from beyond the 10-foot line, and Yoder had 3 kills in set number 1, her first one here. Good swing is right. From a lot of times, some teams will relax when you see it's going to be a back row attack, but good teams can hit from all spots on the court.
Pass here over to Ashton Heitkamp, down the line, just out of bounds.
Right idea.
That'll even us up here at 3-all on our first National Bank scoreboard.
Ashton with the right idea going down the line, just missed by about 6 inches.
Palmer back again to serve for the Eagles. Picked up by Putoff. They set right back to Putoff. Shoots it down the middle, picked up by Palmer. Back set to Brooks, and a good block by Macy Putoff. Didn't see much of that against Brooks in set number 1.
No,
Quick adjustment, New Bremen.
There's a good angle here. That time Brooks tried to go diagonally and right into the 10 fingers of Ashton Heitkamp and also Macy Putoff. I believe Putoff probably got the connection or the contact, but boy, Putoff's been big at the net with 4 blocks so far.
And you see a little miscommunication. 2 Monroeville players bumping together there. Claire Pape becomes the
service ace.
Service ace out of that shot.
33rd ace on the season for Claire Pape, serving at 86%. And there we have a shoe untied.
Shoe untied, right? That never happens in volleyball.
We talked about that on the way down, didn't we?
We did.
Strategy?
A little strategy with the shoes.
Well, maybe not.
Popped up here real close to the net. Ashton Heitkamp.
She might have been in the net, though, unfortunately. The overpass.
Good call.
So
Point will go to Monroeville.
We saw Monroeville before the game, Greg, do a drill where the coach kind of threw it over and the girls would attack it. I like the drill because it gives you that, you don't see that often, but it helps you wait for the ball to get to the hitting zone and try to keep out of the net. That time New Bremen in the net on that attack.
Far side blocked back against Reinhardt, so that will give Monroeville their first lead here. I'm sorry, that'll make us even here.
That's twice today. Mara Brown, number 4, and Kylie Brooks, number 13. They team up again as they recorded the only termination block in game 1, and they get it here in game 2.
And I believe that's the first service error for Monroeville here today.
It is, and I believe it was number 4, Mara Brown, who hit it in the net, their first mistake. And Brown, I think it was number 4 that served it, yes.
Putoff with the serve now for New Bremen. Picked up nicely and free balled across by the libero. New Bremen side. Claire Pape pops up to Reinhardt. Shot blocked at the net and pushed across the tape. Brooks, that ball saved by Taylor Paul, popped back up to Reinhardt. She'll dump it across. Nobody getting too many good hard hits here thus far. Yoder almost sneaks that one through. New Bremen with the save. Popped up here over to Reinhardt. She gets a good hand off the block for the kill.
Had to wait for the official call to make sure it was touched. And one judge did rule it was touched and not just hit off the net. So Reinhardt with her first kill. She had 2 in game number 1 to go along with 3 service aces.
Putoff now back to serve. New Bremen with a 2-point lead here in the second set. They lost the first one 25-22. Looking to respond as we got a net violation against Monroeville.
Don't know if I can give that an ace, but the first pass, put it close to the net, and when they made the play on the ball, they were in the net. So I don't know if it's an ace or an unforced error, but nonetheless a point for the Cardinals.
Macy Putoff another strong serve. Libero just able to get her hand on it. Here's Yoder from the 10-foot line, blocked at the net.
They'll say never maybe run over the net.
That's exactly what they say. 4 straight points for New Bremen as they now lead 9-5.
Another good run of offense here. New Bremen did that in the first set, but then couldn't hold on to that. And Monroeville charged back and ultimately outscored the Cardinals to win game 1, 25-22.
Putoff serve, picked up back row, quick set, down the middle, blocked again by Heitkamp. Popped over by Monroeville. Pape sets up Friend with a quick hit, and a nice save by Diana Heitkamp under the net. Far side, Ashton Heitkamp goes long, no touch. Point Monroeville. Substitution on the Monroeville side, number 12, Reese Cluding, will check in. As number 6, Adrian Barman will go back to serve for the Eagles. Nice pass up front, popped up here to Ashton Heitkamp. Cross diagonal shot right on the money.
Nice strong hit from the right front. We talked about how well left-handers hit out of the right front. Heitkamp, though, as a right-hander, has hit out there the past couple years, and diagonally, again, just inside the sideline. Her first kill of game 1, 2 so far here in the match.
Ellie Rechterman checks in for the Cardinals, goes right to the service line. Good strong serve, picked up by Yoder. Back set, little missed time there to Cluting. Picked up nicely by New Bremen. Far side, Reinhardt into the net, doesn't clear. Point for the Eagles.
4 hitting errors here in game number 2 for the Cardinals, as 4 of the 7 points have come via the hitting error for New Bremen.
Yeah, a lot of that good defense, I think. Both teams play aggressively at the net, and it definitely deters how aggressive you are hitting. This is number 9, Grayson Yoder with the serve. New Bremen side, back set to Reinhardt. Oh, a nice save. Picked up at the net and knocked in by Taylor Paul on the overplay.
Paul with the kill, number 6 for your roster there. But boy, number 6 libero for Monroeville. Adrian Barman picked up a nice one, but it actually became a nice set for number 6, Taylor Paul. Bremen gives it back with the service error.
Reinhardt struggled the last couple times with the serving. She had 3 aces early on in that first set. Her last 2, though, have been in the net.
Correct.
That'll bring in number 11 for the Eagles, Braylee Weiss to serve.
96% server on the season for Weiss.
Back set to Kaylee Friend, mishandles it.
There's a chance, Greg, where you see as a right-hander hitting in that spot, it's tough when the ball doesn't come across your body. If you can't get there, it's a tough angle to hit from.
11-9 on our first National Bank scoreboard in favor of New Bremen. Tough pass there. Pape has to track it down, and that one hits the antenna. And we talked about limiting the runs in this match, and that's really what it's been for the Eagles. When they've caught back up, they've had those 4 or 5 point runs. Here's another one.
And the Bremen hit it in the net, and then bang, bang, bang. 3 quick. We haven't had really any volleys. It's been like 3 quick points from Monroeville following the Bremen mistakes after the service error.
Popped up here to Paul, picked off the block. Back set to Cluting, blocked it by Friend. And this time a back set far side, again blocked by Friend and Pape. Still on the Monroeville side. They hit that one long, so some good defense by New Bremen results in a point.
New Bremen a chance here after that break. Try to get the ball back, get some momentum going on their own side, and get back to playing some aggressive volleyball.
It feels like it should be like 2018. It's 12-10. Short serve by Heitkamp. Nice back set to Cluting, and it's well out of bounds.
And just like that, back-to-back points. A long attack here, and then the first swing, if you will, back at it. Following that's another attack here, so 2 quick ones. It's just amazing how quick one mistake can lead to another one. You have to have come back with a positive play and limit the consecutive serves, but for the Bremen, they'll take it.
Momentum changes quickly in this game, and it has again. That one does not clear the net. 4 straight points, or 3 straight points for New Bremen, and they're now back up 14-10. Looking to continue this run is Diana Heitkamp back to serve. Another strong serve. That boy just missed it. Barman is a lot braver than me because that ball missed by about an inch. But hey, good vision.
Very well. She was
did.
right on it.
She did read it well at that, and it brings the Eagles back to within 3.
Lydia Landau, 72 aces on the season, by far their leader in serving aces for the Eagles.
And she's going to get one here.
That's her 73rd ace. She also serves at 93%. So the best of both worlds. Not only does she keep the ball in play, but when she does, it makes it difficult for the enemy, in this case New Bremen, to make a clean play on it. 73 aces now for Lydia Landau.
Yeah, Jihitsy's the right-hand side, the setter's on the left. It makes it a tough run. This one popped up to Macy Putoff, and down it goes. Well, she can get that hammer up quick and bring it down, and New Bremen needed it there.
It's not a surprise if you watch a lot of New Bremen volleyball. She's one of the better attackers and leads or second on team in kills, right behind Taylor Paul. Like I said, Putoff, Paul, and Reinhardt all at 2.6, 2.7, and 2.6 kills per set. So a lot of attackers with ability for the Cardinals.
Another nice save there by Barman, but again, it leads to a mishit, if you will, from the Eagles, resulting in a Cardinal point.
Big stretch right here. This is where New Bremen kind of was at in game number 1 and couldn't finish it. left the door open, and the Eagles kind of crept through and then went on to the 3-point win.
Another good serve by Paul. This one looks like it'll be free balled across and goes just out of bounds.
I was wondering if it went outside the antenna.
It was hard to see.
It landed out of bounds anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Timeout by Monroeville. We'll take a break as well. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Welcome back to Grand Lake Health's presentation here on NKTelco Sports. A little over halfway through set number 2, New Bremen on top 17-12.
Well, it was in game 1 when Monroeville took a timeout, I think trailing 15-9.
Correct.
And that's when the run began for them, and they came back. We'll see once if New Bremen can limit that run here, but Monroeville let them get on any type of momentum.
Good opportunity here. Put off pushes it deep. Picked
Not
up.
deep enough.
And a nice tap across there by Brooks.
A good answer from Monroeville. What I meant by put off, earlier in the set, she pushed it deep, to the almost to the 30-foot line twice. That time kind of right at her. Obviously, it's tough to judge, but boy, big answer by Kylie Brooks. She had 8 kills in game 1, her first here in game number 2.
Palmer served deep, picked up by Highcamp, pushed up here to put off and knocked across. There's going to be another good opportunity here for Brooks as she hits that one deep. So break and an opportunity for New Bremen as they get their lead back to 5. Checking in for the Eagles, number 5, Morena Miller.
Brooks in game 1 had 8 kills on 11 attacks for a .455 hitting percentage. Not quite that dominant here in game number 2. Has a kill and it hit the last one out of bounds.
Serve picked up Monroeville side. Here's Yoder, gets it across. A nice save by Pape, but it goes out of bounds.
Yoder gets her second kill. She had 3 in game number 1, 5 in the match.
She seems to place her shots very well. Gets them, that being Yoder. Doesn't hit a ton, but when she does, the placement is very good. The serve across from Hedrick. Gonna have to be tipped by Pape. Probably didn't even need to hit that one. I think it would have probably went across, but either way, into the net. Point goes to Monroeville.
Yeah, Pape being in the back row player has to be careful about when she tries to save it, can't attack the ball over the net when she comes up to do her setting.
Good set here to Reinhardt, block. Saved though by Highcamp. Reinhardt will go again, get it across the blockers that time for the kill. Good answer, Josie Reinhardt.
Good poise there by the Cardinals. Reinhardt had a strong attack, pushed back. Diana Highcamp dug it up, and then Reinhardt right back to work with a roll shot. So a big momentum play could have been for the Eagles. Turns out to be a point for the Cardinals, and they grow the lead back to 4.
Here's put off, good serve. Picked up by Miller, far side to Yoder. I mentioned it before, she gets her hand on the ball. It seems like they're good, clean hits. Another one there.
Yoder now 3 kills in each set so far. So give her 6 on the match or in the match. And like I said, places the ball well. That time went with a little bit more velocity on it.
New Bremen looking for an answer here with a 3-point lead. Picked up by Highcamp, popped over far side to Reinhardt. She'll knock it across. Overplay to Friend, and it is still not down. And amazingly, will clear. New Bremen's going to have an opportunity here. They're going to have to scramble a little bit on a great save from Monroeville. Now Monroeville the opportunity. Good block. Ashton Highcamp one-on-one with a huge answer for New Bremen.
What a play there as Monroeville made a heck of a save, and Highcamp and Friend tag team, but it could have been a huge momentum play as Morena Miller and also Reese Cluting got involved to keep the ball alive for the Eagles, but it's Highcamp and Friend that get determination block.
Nice serve by Rechterman, goes for an ace. So big answer for Rechterman, who just checked in, and New Bremen now with the 5-point lead at 21-16. That'll lead to a timeout. We'll take a quick break as well. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Welcome back to Grand Lake Health's presentation here on NKTelco Sports. We're here in set number 2. New Bremen trying to close it out with a 21-16 lead.
Well, they've held their ground, the Cardinals have, after getting the lead up to 17-12, forcing a timeout by Monroeville, and they've held that advantage now, trading points as well back and forth to a 21-16 5-point lead with just 4 left to go for the Cardinals. And
strong serve there by Rectum and get off the side of her hand, goes out of bounds, so point go back to Monroeville.
4 service errors in game 2 for New Bremen. Just the 1 in the whole match, and that came here in game 2 for Monroeville.
Yoder now back to serve for Monroeville. Knocks it across, picked up by Highcamp. Popped up to Reinhardt, gonna have to hurry just to get that one across. Tough setup there for Monroeville. That one went behind the antenna. Head judge didn't see it, but the down judge did. So nice work there by the officials. New Bremen gets a point on the out of bounds behind the antenna.
Ninth hitting error committed by Monroeville here in game 2. So they've not been getting clean attacks for the Eagles. There have been 9 errors.
Good clean one there. New Bremen able to recover, tipped across. Good opportunity for New Bremen, pushed across by Pape. Shot over here, left-handed blocked. Little miscommunication on the Cardinals side as it doesn't quite get across. So a little crazy point there will go the Eagles' way.
New Bremen now 7 hitting errors, so each team has been not as efficient in the attacking category this set. 9 hitting errors for Monroeville, 7 so far for the Cardinals. Plus New Bremen a little bit more errors serving with 4 compared to just the 1 from Monroeville.
Wise serve picked up by Highcamp. Here's Taylor Paul, nice shot through the block.
Through the block and off the tape, made it very difficult to defend. Taylor Paul, her 2nd kill of game 2, gives her 5 in the match so far.
Gets New Bremen back to a 5-point lead, 2 points away here from taking the 2nd set. They lost the first one 25-22. Picked up back row, Monroeville, far side to Palmer. Pushes it across the double block and down.
For Palmer, she almost palmed the ball there. It's not really a slap, more of a
throw.
I don't know, not really a throw, but not. I mean, it's like a full arm push. She records her first kill, and that's her first kill in match. She is one of the leaders in the team with kills at 3.1. That's her first kill of the match.
Landau serve picked up, tossed back over Macy, put off, blocked by Brooks, and I believe Hedrick.
And that time New Bremen didn't really go at it strong, kind of flat-footed, and really kind of telegraphed it maybe is the best way. Just not a good, couldn't get a good swing on it. And somewhat of an easier, one of the easier blocks.
Big point here for the Cardinals. Taylor Paul back row is in. Gives the Cardinals a 4-point lead and 1 point away from taking this 2nd set.
For Taylor Paul, her 3rd kill in game number 2, 3 in game number 1. So Taylor Paul, number 6, with 6 kills in the match so far. And she has a chance to win the game right here with the serve.
Taylor Paul serve, picked up back row by Landau. Back set over to Brooks. Strong shot, blocked at the net by New Bremen, back on Monroeville side. Here's Palmer, blocked again, back Monroeville. This one Brooks again, tapped in. Highcamp tries to bat it down. That one looked like it went over the antenna. It won't matter, goes out of bounds. Bremen takes 2nd set, 25-20. We'll take a break and be back with set number 3. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwieterman purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
For over 150 years, Cargill has been helping people be successful worldwide. Cargill has always done business responsibly and in a way that makes us proud. Whether it is educating farmers in India or providing bikes to students with perfect attendance right here at home, Cargill is helping people thrive. The Sydney plant is just one piece of a global company that provides employment for hundreds of thousands, food for the world, and support for thousands of businesses. Be a part of something great at Cargill.com.
Take your game day party to the next level with a new TV and Sonos sound system from Fowler's TV in St. Mary's. A Sonos sound system takes all the action into every room of your home and outdoors. Break your home into zones and control the content and level right from your phone or tablet, enabling you to enjoy the game or not with the touch of a finger. Add a security camera system connected to your TV from Fowler's, and never leave another friend stuck outside in the cold. Fowler's TV, taking game day to the next level.
Welcome back to the Nutter Center as we get ready here for set number 3. Monroeville takes the first, New Bremen takes the second.
It was a different way New Bremen won it. Game 1, I think both teams played pretty clean. A lot of good offense. Game 2, both teams had 12 errors. Just not a lot of offensive flow. It's like each team was rewarded by the other team's mistake. New Bremen 9 kills, Monroeville only 5. And if you look at the hitting percentage, Monroeville had a negative hitting percentage. So of their 36 attacks, 5 kills and 13 errors. A negative hitting percentage. New Bremen just above 0, if you will, .029. So neither team, how do you want to say, had a lot of clean hits, and that kind of was the result. You want to get fired up, but it's like the other team's giving you the points. It's tough to build a lot of momentum when you can't kind of get it yourself. It went back and forth. New Bremen held on to that lead midway through the game. A couple of timeouts by Monroeville. New Bremen didn't buckle, and they went on to earn that 5-point win, and that's kind of where it was midway through that match, or midway through that set, in the last half of it, a 5-point lead for the Cardinals.
So here we go, set number 3. Starting off with Braley Weiss serving for Monroeville. Serve picked up by Diana Heitkamp, back row, far side set to Taylor Paul, picked up on the Eagle side. Tipped across. That one's going to go, I think, outside the antenna. So first point will go to New Bremen here to start the third set.
For Monroeville, not the way they wanted to start off. And again, another hit. We've seen a lot of, I shouldn't say a lot, some balls that have been outside that antenna here, more than what I'm used to seeing. So each team, again, trying to clean things up here and get some good, strong swings on the volleyball.
Little wheel route there for Palmer, or slide, I should say, picked up nicely. And the answer on the other side from Lydia Landahl.
Landahl, her first kill of the set. Has an ace in game number 2, but her first one here, she averages just under 1 kill per set for the 5'8" junior.
Landahl will go back to serve, picked up by Putoff and pushed deep by Pape. Far side, tipped across and saved by New Bremen. Macy Putoff pushes that one deep, but Landahl with the reaction. Across the block, a lot of soft hits here. Here's another one by Pape. Nobody really getting a hard hit ball. Brooks gets a little better there, tipped across again by New Bremen. Tough shot there, knocked down by Palmer.
And Palmer, just her second kill of the match, had her first kill in game number 2. As you mentioned, Greg, a lot of tapping going around, and neither team able to get a good swing. That time, Palmer, though, able to tee off for her second kill of the match.
Landau serve, picked up, pushed back over to Putoff, dumped across again. Back set, Brooks mishit that one, but he got enough to drop it in for the kill.
Monroeville will benefit from that, but it's New Bremen right now that's in a rut. When have we seen a good, strong attack here? I mean, it's been a few volleys, if you will, and it's been New Bremen tapping the ball over, not able to get a good swing on it. We'll get a break here. A rare mistake by Landau.
Yeah, definitely a break New Bremen's looking for. Look, the timing looks a little bit off as they get one there and cut it back to within one. At just 2-3 here in set number 3. Paul with the serve. Picked up at the net, tipped across. And a heads-up play there by Hedrick.
Hedrick, the setter, able to attack above the net because she's in the front row. She averages 1 kill per set, so I'm guessing that's how she gets it. You know, when the overplay, or not the overplay, when the second touch comes to her in the front row, she's able to go at it. Her first kill of the match for Hedrick.
Good pass over to Ashton Highcamp. Pulls that one just wide, I think, and that's exactly what it is.
Again, right idea. That's where the opening is at. It's not a huge opening, but one, if you can hit it, it's great. Highcamp just wide left.
An early 3-point lead here on our First National Bank scoreboard for Monroeville, up 5-2. Pape pops it up again for Putoff, tries to dump it across the block. Picked up by Monroeville, and free ball deep and out of bounds. So Bremen, a beneficiary there of an error, and we'll cut the lead to 2.
Send them a thank you note, as again, Bremen not able to get much of a swing on it, and Monroeville, you know, helped out a team that was struggling right there just for the long attacking error. So Bremen will try to get to work here with Claire Pape serving.
Early here in the third set, New Bremen though in a little bit of a rut. Back set here to Brooks, far side picked up by Pape, and Brooks there again on the overplay. New Bremen just looks a little sluggish and like I said, out of sync.
Well, just not able to get really into system. Everything's a foot too far this way, or they're running after it, or the attacker can't get to the hitting zone quick enough. It's been a number of things, and fortunately for the Cardinals, it's early and they're only down 3.
And there's a good answer from Macy Putoff.
Not real sure. She hit that off her forearm, or was it her palm?
A little smile on her face. I think she hit it on her forearm, as you said.
Well, maybe it was her wrist, but definitely a different style and off-speed attack. She goes to the back row to serve.
The Cardinals will definitely take the point. Putoff with the serve. Picked up back row by Monroeville. Cross-court set over to Yoder. Blocked to the net. Don't think it cleared. It did not. Point to New Bremen. It's a 4-hit violation against the Eagles. New Bremen trails now just by 1.
Putoff 91% on the season. Serving has 58 aces coming into today's match.
Nice pass there from the Eagles right up front, and Brooks comes up swinging, gets it off the tip.
Brooks now with 3 kills as she leaves the court. 3 kills in game number 3. Had a monster in game number 1 with 8. Just 1 in game number 2, but a good start for Kylie Brooks with 3. She leaves the game.
Barman to serve for the Eagles, picked up by Ashton Highcamp. Far side, Reinhardt. Barman there with the dig. Back set's going to go out of bounds. Point to the Cardinals.
We haven't seen many. Now that's not a ball handling error. That was just kind of a bad set, if you will. But if you look at the setters, Cameron Hedrick and also Claire Pape, I don't really remember any like double hits. So, you know, considering how many times they're touching the ball and running after it and putting the ball on a tee for their teammates, has been very cleanly played by those 2 setters. Job well done.
Cross-court shot picked up by Rechterman. Here is Taylor Paul across the block. That one's going to drop for a kill. And just like that, the Cardinals have evened it up at 7.
Paul gets her first kill of set number 3. 7 on the night for Taylor Paul.
Rechterman again back to serve for New Bremen. Strong serve again, picked up nicely by Barman. Little miscommunication Monroeville side. New Bremen trying to take advantage. Here's Reinhardt. Nice tough shot across body. Goes out of bounds.
Tough break for New Bremen as Monroeville had a mix-up on their offense. Have to free ball it over, and you have to like your chances. It just did not go New Bremen's way. You could not get a good offense gelling, and the awkward hit sails out of bounds, so New Bremen misses a chance there.
Heitkamp and Friend will check back in for New Bremen. Deep serve picked up by Diana Heitkamp. Here's Reinhardt on the far side. That one doesn't cross. And the Eagles quickly back to a 2-point lead.
Third hitting error for the Cardinals here in game number 3. Again, just not in rhythm right now. Not running on all cylinders.
Reinhardt with the dig. Popped up over the far side to Paul, and there's a nice shot, Taylor Paul.
You can see what speed and velocity and power can do to a team after you've been struggling, tapping it around. Paul able to tee off on it, and just giving that strong attack, just a big momentum for their squad. A good point for her 8th kill.
Far side shot knocked in by Palmer. Answer by Monroeville.
For number 3, Kelsey Palmer, that's her 3rd kill of the match. Again, she came in averaging 3 kills a set, so well below her average so far, but coming up with her 2nd one here in game number 3. Her team still up now by 2.
Serve dig up by Putoff. Pass the mover to Paul, and she'll drop it in again.
And Paul has been somewhat right now the difference maker for New Bremen as far as, for whatever reason, the girl that's been the most aggressive, being able to swing here in game number 3, especially getting her 9th kill of the afternoon.
Yeah, and you start to see a little more fire coming out of the New Bremen players here. They seemed a little flat, and there's a little more. Ace by Diana Heitkamp.
A big point there, back to back. They tied up. Big hit by Paul, then an ace off the top of the net by Diana Heitkamp. Quickly a tie game and a chance here to add to it, or take the lead, I should say.
Nice serve by Heitkamp, diving save over to the Bremen side. Opportunity, quick set middle to Putoff. She pushes it across. Here's Yoder on the far side, blocked, but it's going to go out of bounds, so kill will go for Yoder as the Eagles end the run.
Is that Yoder or Palmer? Did I ask you too quick? I was thinking.
I thought it was 9, maybe it was 3. Could be very right there. I'm not 100% sure. A little miscommunication there, and there's an ace from the Eagle side, not from Landahl.
As you mentioned earlier, Landahl, for whatever reason, she leads their team in service attempts. You got to think they score a lot of points in this rotation. They've got a couple here so far.
Back set to Paul. She'll get it across the block and down.
Well, Taylor and Paul having a nice match. Now, again, I said earlier, 3 in game 1, 3 in game 2, 4 in game 3. Give her double figures now with 10. Or as the scoreboard would say, 11. So she's been having a nice afternoon here attacking the volleyball.
Catches the tape on that serve. Picked up Monroeville. Here's Brooks with the big swing. Goes out of bounds. Begging for a tip. Not going to get it. So we're even again at 12 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Taylor Paul trying to give the Cardinals the lead. They haven't had it since 1-0. As that one sails deep, they still won't.
First service there of game number 3 for New Bremen. They had 4 in game number 1, 4 in game number 2. Their first here in game number 3.
Kelsey Palmer to serve for the Eagles. She returns the favor.
Boy, they don't make many mistakes serving. That's her 2nd one of set number 3 for a team that serves at 94% accuracy. A couple of those errors in a set will bring that average or that percentage down a bit.
Tate trying to give the Cardinals a lead. Ball mishandled a bit there. Going to pop it up to Brooks. She handles it just fine. Bremen looking to answer. Here's Heitkamp from the 10-foot line. Picked up nicely in Monroeville. Brooks across the block. Gonna have a good chance here. Nice setup. Put off the block. Picked up back row by Barman. Far side Yoder blocked through the double block and in for the point.
Yoder, her first kill of game 3, gives her 7 on the night. Had 3 in game number 1, 3 in game number 2, and that one there through the Bremen blockers for her 7th.
Cameron Hedrick back to serve. 14-13 here in the 3rd set. Eagles won the first, New Bremen won the 2nd. Here's Ashton Heitkamp through the double block and down for the point. And we're going back and forth here lately. But New Bremen has not quite been able to get over that tie. Another chance here. They were even at 10, even at 12, and now even at 13, and now even at 14.
Heitkamp with that last point for New Bremen, her third kill of the set.
Have not been able to get over that hump.
Second service error for New Bremen.
Barman back to serve for Monroeville.
Mentioned earlier, she's 96% accuracy, only 12 missed serves and 333 attempts coming into today's match.
Friend with the push across. Eagles recover. Far side pass. Reinhardt is out of bounds. Looking for the tip. Don't think you're going to get it. And now the lead up to 2 from Monroeville. And you said it before, Jeff. It's not necessarily that the volleyball's been bad. It's just been a little out of rhythm and a lot of hitting mistakes. I don't know if that's just really good defense or just some missed timing. Gonna have a double hit, I should say, called against Monroeville. I think that's the first one of the match.
They had, yeah, you might be right. They had the unforced error in one of those match sets when they went into the net. So as far as I mentioned earlier, the setters handling the ball, they've done a nice job, and I don't even think that was a setter that was called on there.
A good serve there by Rechteman. She'll drop it in for an ace, and again, we're tied. This time it's 16.
Had an ace, did Ellie Rechteman in game number 2. Now that one here in game 3, her 13th on the season. Remember, she missed some time with the leg injury.
Almost got another one there. Eagles able to recover. That one blocked at the net. Back on the Bremen side. Popped up and popped backwards by Rechteman. They got to hurry. That's going to go out of bounds. So again, the defense by Monroeville lets them get a little close, but holds tight when it gets even. And now back up 17-16 on the Eagles.
Fifth hitting error for New Bremen. Again, they've not been able to get over the hump. Have they, Greg? They've trailed
the whole time since 1-0. Miss hit there, might catch a break. Good save by Diana Heitkamp. Tipped across, again, timing not quite there. And a quick hit there from, I believe that was Yoder. Palmer will push the lead back to 2. A couple big points coming up here as we get close to that 20-point plateau.
Crunch time.
Yoder serve. Heitkamp pops it up. Far side, Taylor Paul. Close side here, Palmer. And that one drops in as well off the block. So 3-point lead at this point seems huge. Timeout coming. We'll take a break as well. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Wagner's IGA has been servicing their communities for more than 95 years, spanning 3 generations. Wagner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wagner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen, and check us out on Facebook.
Welcome back to Grand Lake Health's presentation here on NKTelco Sports. 19-16 in favor of the Eagles as they put together a 3-0 run. We were tied at 16. New Bremen looking for an answer.
Yeah, they're going to need to get a good first touch here, and again, try to get into rhythm and get some sort of a flow going here offensively.
Quick hit there by Friend is able to get pushed across. Bremen will go far side this time to Paul, and she'll knock it down and in. Big answer from the senior Taylor Paul.
Well, that's her 5th kill, and again, a much needed attack and a hard-driven attack so that, build some confidence, momentum, get some energy flowing, and Paul with her 5th kill.
Reinhardt serve, picked up, blocked to the net by Friend, and that'll go down for a point. So back-to-back points by New Bremen.
Friend got the contact, Pape went up with her, but again, back-to-back quick points. That's that almost like machine gun effect offensively that they want to get going here, and there's going to be a free ball and a great chance for the Bremen offense.
Pate, far side, Paul handles that one nicely down for the point, and we are tied at 19. So what an answer out of the timeout by the Cardinals. That'll lead to a Monroeville timeout. We're going to keep it right here to thank our sponsors: Grand Lake Health System, American Trim, First National Bank, Winners Meats, NKTelco, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Plygem, Precision Strip, Sweeterman Pharmacy, Wilson Health, Cy Sweeterman, Carriage Works, Kogi Plumbing, Fowler's TV, Wayne Trail, Cargill, Wagner's IGA, SecureCom, St. Henry Bank, The Spot Restaurant, and St. Mary's Foundry. I'd like to also thank our replay sponsor, Winners Meats, and our Keys to the Game sponsor, Keyhole Pizza. Well, Jeff, we're even up now at 19, and it's been that kind of a game, back and forth the whole time.
It's been a little bit more energy, though, for the Bremen here as of late. And for Taylor Paul, number 6, she came into game 3 with 6 kills. She has 6 kills in game number 3 alone. She'll give her a dozen. I should say a baker's dozen, 13 in the match. But she's done her part here to give New Bremen some energy and bring them back to a tie game here at 19 all.
And a block by Kaylee Friend gives New Bremen their first lead since 1-0 here in the third set, and it's a big one.
Back-to-back stuff blocks with Friend and Claire Pape. A good answer for the Cardinals, and those are the type of momentum plays, points you earn that can really give your team an extra boost.
Looking to answer is Palmer, I think that was, or maybe that was number 4, Brown. Either way, it goes out of bounds. So 4 straight points by New Bremen.
Yeah, didn't miss by much. It was a hard hit ball by Mara Brown, but just outside the sideline.
Back on the offensive side, here's Palmer off the block, picked up by the Cardinals. Pape sets far side, Taylor Paul across the block. I think we're gonna have a double hit called, and we are.
Again, we haven't seen many of those at all this whole match from the setters, and
tough time to get one there. You got a good setup going. Regardless, it's a 1-point game. Eagles with the serve.
Could be a huge break for the Eagles as they needed something, and a rare mistake by the Cardinals, and see if they can bounce back here on offense.
Pushed far side. Paul, she'll knock that one home. That's her shot on that far side. 22-20, Cardinals lead. Looking to close this third set out. Dinah Heitkamp back to serve.
Big points coming up here for big serves, I should say, for the Cardinals. You know, they got a little bit of momentum. They've been trailing, taking lead late in the game, number 3 here. A chance to put some more distance between them and the Eagles.
That one just across, leads into a quick hit. Here's a put off, knocks it home.
Wow, big momentum play. The serve difficult to handle. The Eagles really just hit it back, and then in Bremen, exclamation point on the attack by put-off.
Yeah, you see the replay here, and you mentioned the quick attack. They hit it back on 2 right away. It was kind of odd, and it led right into a quick New Bremen offense. They finally got the lead at 20-19. They were trailing at 16-19. Scored 4 in a row to get it at 21-19. And they will now push it up to a 3-point lead at 23-20. Looking to take this third set, and boy, would it be huge as they lost the first one. Bremen able to then win the second, and now here we are at 23-20.
They would have been playing much better energy. We talked earlier, just things not flowing for the Cardinals, and give maybe a tip of the hat to the Monroeville Eagles. I mean, both teams have made the other team look kind of out of sync at times, and that's probably why they're playing today, because they do things to make it difficult. In this case, they're just doing it to each other, but New Bremen come up with some big termination blocks with Friend and Pape, and then they get a difficult serve here from Heitkamp, the last possession.
Big point here, it's tough. Coming out of that timeout, got to get that one in, and that point goes back to Monroeville. You mentioned it before, the points have gone in bunches here today, so everyone important. New Bremen need to recover from that one as Landau slides into the serving spot for the Eagles. Picked up by Putoff. Pass back to Taylor Paul, blocked off of her from one-on-one from number 3, Palmer. And just like that, I just mentioned it, bunches of points too, just in about a 15-second span. And the Eagles just now down by 1.
New Bremen does have 1 timeout left.
Great serve there by Landau. Well, that's an ace, and we are even. 3 points in less than a minute. Like, it has just went bang, bang, bang.
For a second, you think the Bremen's in the driver's seat. And next thing you know, Landau hits one on the 29-foot line, and we're tied up at 23.
Almost got another there as that hits the tape. Picked up, though, by Bremen. Here's far side. Here's Palmer off the block. Picked up by Diana Highcamp. Far side, Taylor Paul. Cross-court shot and in. Big shot. The senior, Taylor Paul, gives New Bremen a set point.
I don't know how it had to have been close, and she hit it and used all of the court. Game point with Paul serving.
That has been her shot, though, all day. She has attacked very well from that left front side. Paul here now to serve for the Cardinals, trying to take set number 3. The ball run there as Yoder's going to have to knock it over. Doesn't clear. Set number 3 goes to New Bremen in a tough fashion, 25-23. We'll take a break and be back with set number 4. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Here's the thing. If you're the kind of guy who eats, sleeps, and breathes farming, who gets up at dawn, determined to get the best crop and the best yield, why surrender to the mercy of the water table? Cy Schwieterman Incorporated can lower your water table to an average of 2 to 3 feet below the surface, allowing you to grow stronger, healthier plants that root deeper, that are more resilient to the elements, that enable longer growing seasons, and can produce higher results in the fields and in your pocket. Trust CSI, your drainage experts since 1946.
NKTelco Sports. More than 140 local high school and college games. Football, basketball, volleyball, baseball, softball, and soccer. Support your local team with NKTelco Sports and promote your business to 250,000 households in Northwest Ohio. Call 1-888-NKTelco and get in the game.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Welcome back to Grand Lake Health's presentation here on NKTelco Sports as we get set for set number 4. New Bremen lost the first one 25-22, won the second one 25-20, and then also won the third 25-23 as you see the scores there.
New Bremen again just attacking better. It was a cleaner game for both teams, if you will, as far as errors. Each team in game number 2 had 12. In game 3, each team with 9. New Bremen hit better. They hit 182 as a team. And for Monroeville, after being negative 222 in game number 2, not much better, but a little bit better, but still just .059. So Monroeville just not getting many kills in their swings and having some errors to go along with it. New Bremen getting more attacks. They end the game number 3 with 11 kills in that set and less errors. So good start. Good finish for New Bremen. Good start for them here in game 4.
Yeah, good start there as Diana Highcamp serves up an ace. You got to believe that serve is going to go right back to number 11, Braylee Weiss. That's where Highcamp served the previous serve. Instead, prefers to go short and lay that one into the net.
New Bremen has been consistent. 4 errors serving in game 1, 4 in game 2, 3 in game 3, and now their first one here in game 4. So you mentioned it. I don't think it bothers them. They know they're going to, in the long haul, those serves will pay off in dividends or with their aggressiveness and keeping the other team out of offense or out of system.
Taylor Paul shot blocked. Good recovery, though, by the Cardinals. Brooks now up, barely gets that one across. New Bremen tracks it back down at the free ball and across. That one's too far though. Macy Putoff gets a hand on it, tipped across nicely by Monroeville. Here is Taylor Paul, shot cross court. Again an overplay, fought at the net. Scrambling, New Bremen gets it across. Diving save, and this one is still not communicated well. New Bremen, great opportunity to set one up here, push deep. Neither team gotten a good hit here at all. Brooks finally unloads, and this hits one there. Missed opportunity by the Cardinals there as they had multiple chances to set one up.
Well, neither team really got anything going until Brooks finally got an aggressive swing, and she took care of business. She now has 12 kills in the match, serving for the, no, that's Landau, but Brooks with 14 kills in the match.
Good shot there and pick up on New Bremen's side. A little miscommunication as Paul free balls it across. Far side here to Palmer. Good cross-court shot picked up Diana Highcamp. Popped up here now to Taylor Paul. Recovered by Yoder. Back row shot coming from Landau. Just clears the blocker and drops. I feel like this is a repeat of the set number 3. And it's the exact same score, 3-1, early lead for the Eagles.
A rare attack there from Landau from the back row and hit it right where no one from the Bremen was at. Her second kill of the match.
And there's a good answer from Macy Putoff on the far side.
Taylor Paul was
I'm sorry, it was Taylor Paul.
Yeah, she had a big game, number 3 with 8 kills, and that one an awkward swing too, kind of floating this way, but able to make good contact and get another kill. It gives her 16 on the night.
Paul now back to serve, and again into the net. So Bremen aggressive has struggled at the service line. Trail 4-2 here early in set number 4. Palmer now back to serve for the Eagles. Highcamp popped up to Ashton Highcamp. Nice shot down the line and in.
Well, Ashton Highcamp, number 4, now has 4 kills in the match, 1 in each set. So Highcamp has been solid, had some nice points here and there. And again, that one out of the left front. A lot of her attacks have come out of the right front, but that time getting 1, and as I said, her 4th kill, and Pape now serving.
Picked up back row by Barman, and a shot swung there by Brooks, and again a kill from her.
Well, number 13, Kylie Brooks, has had a huge night. Remember, it opened up with 8 in the first set. That one now gives her 14 in the match.
Hedrick serve, knocked across, picked up. Back set to Putoff. A nice hesitation there by Macy Putoff. Timing was a little off. Able to recover though and knock it through the blockers for a kill.
Putoff now with 7 kills on the night, has been very big at the net. She's already been a part of a number of blocks coming into this set. She had 4 termination blocks to go along with her 8 kills.
Macy Putoff serve picked up by Miller. Quick set up front and knocked in by number 4, Mara Brown, for the kill.
Mara Brown had 2 kills way back in set number 1. Comes up with 1 there out of the middle to give her team their 6th point and a 2-point lead.
Barman now back to serve. Short serve picked up by the Cardinals. Back set to Ashton Highcamp. Into the double block and out of bounds. Will be a deflection, so point will go to the Cardinals.
Good powerful swing by Ashton Highcamp. The Eagles of Monroeville able to get a touch on it, but cannot deflect it back in bounds, and more times than not, again, force will beat finesse because they can't handle the deflection as well. And Bremen gives it back with a service error.
Rectorman serves, sails out of bounds.
That's her 3rd serving mistake. As Bob Ross, a painter, would say, they're not errors, they're happy little mistakes.
Happy mistakes. Well, it's more happy mistakes than
happy little accidents.
Coach Kramer probably wants to see as the overplay there is knocked down by Palmer. And quickly, the Eagles up by 3.
Good job by Kelsey Palmer, the 5'8" senior, waiting for the overpass. Took advantage of it. Now 7 kills on the night for Palmer.
Bremen looking to answer. Pape pops it up here, far side to Paul. Palmer with the save. Push it back over to Palmer. Cross court. Saved there by Diana Highcamp. Battle at the net. Picked up by New Bremen. Popped up here far side to Taylor Paul. Down the line and in. A net violation anyway against Monroeville.
Paul continues to swing well. Coming into game 4, she had 15 kills and 24 attacks with just 1 error. She was hitting .583 coming into game 4.
Nice block there by Friend. Monroeville able to recover. Back to the Bremen side. Popped up here to Paul. Running start. Knocks that one well out of bounds.
Just her second hitting error of the match. That's, as I mentioned, how well she had been hitting coming in. She does have a hitting error go deep. Just her second one of the match.
Weiss with the serve. Little miss hit there on Bremen's side. They're going to have to free ball this one across. Miss hit there by Paul. Handled far side and blocked out of bounds off of the shot from Palmer. Will push the lead to 4.
Palmer beginning to heat up a little bit, Greg. She was held without a kill in game number 1. Only had 1 in game number 2. 5 last set and 2 early here in game number 4. And she's one of their leading hitters.
New Bremen in need of a good point here. That one blocked out of bounds, so a good answer. Couldn't see who that was on the far side.
It was Paul that hit it, and Highcamp let it go deep. Good job running to the line. Good judgment as the block fell just out of bounds.
So Bremen looking to put a run together here as they trail now 10-7. Highcamp serve again. Serving definitely been a struggle as the Cardinals sail another one out of bounds. Brooks and Landau will check back in for the Eagles. 11-7 on our First National Bank scoreboard in favor of Monroeville. Back set Taylor Paul, blocked at the net and out of bounds. So first they called that, I think they're calling that hit out of bounds, so point will go to Monroeville. They don't have a 5-point lead.
Just a lot of things going well for Monroeville. They do not have an error in game number 4. New Bremen, on the other hand, has already committed 6 errors.
And there is another block at the net, and all things going well for Monroeville here as they lead by 6 is going to send us to a timeout. We'll take one as well. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
What is the best way to reach your customers? Have you tried traditional marketing and fallen short? Use video marketing from NKT Productions. It's effective, economical, and it can be used across multiple devices. Capture your customers where they spend their time most, on TV, websites, email, and social media. Don't miss your chance to show the world how great your business is with video marketing. Experience the power of video marketing through NKT Productions. Meet with one of our experienced media agents to learn more.
Welcome back to the Nutter Center as we're here in set number 4 as the Cardinals trailing in a big hole here, down 6.
Yeah, not much going well for the Cardinals. I mentioned the 6 mistakes they've already made here in game number 4. Monroeville yet to commit an error. So Monroeville has also scored the ball well themselves. They've got 6 aces, or 6 kills and a termination block. So they've done a lot of good things here in game number 4.
Back set to Paul. Brooks with the save and knocked across by Barman. New Bremen chance here. Putoff off the block, picked up by Yoder. Cross court blocked again by Putoff. Back on the Monroeville side. Knocked across by Landau, but as everything else is with this game, it goes Monroeville side, they get the point.
That was so telegraphed. Landau, flat foot, you could see exactly where she was going to hit it. Putoff, excellent timing, just out of her reach. It results in Landau's second kill and another ace by Landau. She's having a heck of a game number 4.
15-7 now in favor of Monroeville. All clicking on the Eagle side. And New Bremen looking to just stop this run. Pushed deep there by Pape. Popped up here to Brooks. Far side, that's deep and out of bounds. So New Bremen finally puts an end to the bleeding.
My first mistake in any category, game number 4 for the Eagles of Monroe. So much needed break. New Bremen down by 7, but still plenty of points left to go. You don't need to get them all back at one rotation, if you will. It probably won't happen, but you gotta
clean it up.
You gotta win the series here. Get 3 out of 1 or 3 for 1 or something like that. You can't go 1 for 1.
Nice block there by Heitkamp. Popped up and knocked across. Bremen side. Quick set to put off and blocked at the net by Palmer.
Palmer, also Cameron Hedrick tag team, and they've got a couple of termination blocks here in game number 4. And that ends a quick New Bremen rally, something New Bremen was hoping that they could get a few more points before they lost serve.
Palmer now to serve, picked up by Heitkamp. Popped up to Ashton Heitkamp off the double block, and that one will drop in for a point.
Heitkamp, a big game 4 for her team. She's now recorded 3 kills in game number 4 to go along with the 3 she earned earlier, so 6 in the match for senior Ashton Heitkamp.
Claire Pape now back to serve for the Cardinals. Picked up by Landahl. Quick set across, and knocked back across by Putoff.
Wow.
And now you know when things are going your way. When you make a bump pass like that, it goes across the net and in for a kill.
The timing was off, the offense was off for the Eagles, and Kylie Brooks simply bumps it over the net to the right front corner. No one there. And what turned out, we thought maybe it was going to be a break for the Cardinals to go on offense, results in a kill for Brooks.
Putoff back on the attack. They have a net violation against the Eagles.
Watch a break for New Bremen. Putoff didn't really get much on it. Kind of just a gentle tap over, but the net violation on the Eagles, again, gives Bremen a chance here, down by 7. Now it's getting to where you've got to get 2, 3, 4, or probably 3 or 4 serves in a row before you give it up.
Putoff, strong serve, picked up nicely by Barman. Into the net tightly, that one, picked up by Reinhardt. Reinhardt on the attack, off the block and down for a kill.
Reinhardt, her first kill of the game number 4, did not record a kill in game number 3. Give her 5 in the afternoon for number 5. Eagles of Monroeville were there, Greg, though, to get some touch, just did not get it back on the Cardinal side.
Putoff again, another nice serve. Morena Miller too far. Kaylee Friend with the knockdown. Back-to-back points by the Cardinals, got it within 5.
Well, that's what they need. And Bremen's now served a few possessions in a row. Friend records her 3rd kill of the match.
Macy Putoff needs to keep things going here for the Cardinals. Good serve, Miller picks it up. Pushed up front, blocked again. Heitkamp and Friend. And 3 in a row, and New Bremen now showing some life. Trailing now just by 4.
Friend and Heitkamp, you mentioned, tag team, the block assist. What a run for the Cardinals, and they needed this, trailing 17-10. You needed to definitely win the series here, get 4 out of 5, and maybe more.
Brooks touches it across. New Bremen gonna have another chance. Back set over to Ashton Heitkamp. Oh, and a tough time to get a double hit called.
Well, good run. They got 3-1, if you will. It was 17-10. They got 3 points, give up 1 now for New Bremen. Get it back and go back to work, get 3 more, and then, you know, the pressure, the heat is on, if you will, but need to get a good system offense right here.
Barman serve picked up by Putoff. Popped over to Reinhardt. It's knocked down and in.
Back-to-back kills here recently for Josie Reinhardt. That gives her 6 on the afternoon. Did not, remember, was kind of shut out, if you will, in game number 3. So 2 kills in game 1, 2 kills in game 2, 0 in game 3, 2 here in game number 4.
Ellie Rechterman comes in to serve. Strong serve. Trouble for Barman. Popped up over to Yoder. I'm sorry, that's Mara Brown. Far side, here's Taylor Paul, and she got too much on that one.
Well, there was their chance for the Cardinals. They got a good approach. And one of their more hot hitters, if you will, in the afternoon, Taylor Paul, just misses on the right sideline. Struck it well, one of those balls. Again, if it drops down, we're looking at 18-15. Instead, it goes the other way. So another big possession here defensively for New Bremen to get a good first touch.
This one popped up over to Taylor Paul, knocks it across the block. Good save by Palmer. Pushed across to the Bremen side, and now back hit. Back and forth we go. Good a chance here. Kaylee Friend down for the kill.
They haven't gone to her much, but when they do and that timing is there, she's been pretty good. Pape and Friend. And Friend just knowing the opening, able to, again, stiff arm swing it down for her 4th kill of the match.
Reinhardt, good serve, miss hit by Monroeville. Going to have to free ball it. Can't get it across. So
that
the Cardinals
did not look good from the moment you saw it coming here. Didn't move her feet, her shoulders are facing the wrong way.
Across the face, like you said before. Didn't handle it well.
Tough angle to hit at.
Good serve by Reinhardt. Far court side, Palmer blocked at the net, goes back to the Bremen side. Pushed over, here's Taylor Paul across the block and down. New Bremen putting a run together, trail now just by 2. That is going to lead to a timeout. I'm going to keep it right here. I'd like to again thank our sponsors for tonight's action. Grand Lake Health System, American Trim, First National Bank, Winners Meats, NKTelco, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Ply Gym, Precision Strip, Sweeterman Pharmacy, Wilson Health, Cy Sweeterman, Carriage Works, Kogi Plumbing, Fowler's TV, Wayne Trail, Cargill, Wagner's IGA, SecureCom, St. Henry Bank, The Spot Restaurant, and St. Mary's Foundry. I'd like to remind everyone that the player at the end of the game, Jeff and I will name a player of the game, and that is sponsored by NKTelco. What a comeback here so far for the Cardinals. If they can bring this back full circle, it'd be huge. Trailing now just by 2 at 19-17.
Still work to do. As exciting as it is, you said it's been a good comeback. They still trail by 2. Monroeville is not finished. They've come back on their own against New Bremen back in game 1. So, yes, a positive look right now for New Bremen. They've done some good things right. They're getting some good net play.
Big first serve here. Coming out of a timeout. Got to get this one in play if nothing else. Josie Reinhardt back to serve. She does. It's a good one. Picked up. Back set over to number 12 and drops in for a kill for Cluting.
And Cluting had 2 kills and set number 1 was shut out then until now. So 3 kills in the afternoon for Reese Cluting, 5'8" junior, but a big one, you said, following a timeout. Monroeville doing what they needed to do, and that's get a point on the board.
Weiss with the serve. New Bremen needing to answer. Far side, Taylor Paul, cross-court shot, picked up by Yoder. Going to give it over to Palmer. She'll get it across and in. You mentioned it. She's been hot this set.
Number 3 Palmer with her 3rd kill of set 4. And boy, what a big timeout that was by Coach Snook. They were trailing, or their lead had shrunk to 2 to get back-to-back points for the Eagles following the timeout.
Another serve by Weiss. Picked up, pushed across by Pate. Tough play there for New Bremen. Gonna have a chance here. Highcamp pops this one up to Taylor Paul across the block. New Bremen able to save it. Back to Paul. She'll bump it through. It's going to come back to Paul for a 3rd time, and Barman getting all of them. New Bremen need to get a good swing on this one. They go over to Taylor Paul again, drops it in, saved by Palmer. Backside set to Cluting, and it is in. You could just tell that that was not going to be good for New Bremen. Nothing going their way, and another point for Monroeville.
The Eagles picked a lot of stuff up. They've responded well following the timeout. Cluting has come up with a couple of kills.
And New Bremen losing the gas here as an ace drops in for Weiss. Momentum clearly went back to the Eagles' way.
Weiss just her 20th ace on the season, but serving the ball very well, 96%. Keeping the ball in play.
Popped up here for Friend off the block. Picked up far side over to Palmer. Off the block and out of bounds. So set point coming here for the Eagles and trying to even this matchup at 2 apiece.
Good swing. Reinhardt went after it. She's a little slow to get up. And I think she's hopefully going to be able to walk it off.
I noticed earlier in the match, actually, she seemed a little sluggish with her swinging. I was wondering if she had pulled something or something happened then, but you're right. Might have aggravated something there a little bit. Hopefully not. But
well, Ellie Tangeman, number 9, will come in, a sophomore, and the Eagles try to go right at her. Highcampville picks up the ball.
Back on the Eagle side, here's Cluting, blocked at the net. New Bremen popped up here to Taylor Paul. Across the line and down. So good answer for New Bremen, not just ready to get done with this set number 4.
Paul records their 5th kill of set number 4. But New Bremen must play mistake-free. They've got an elimination or a game point here, serving 17. They got their first one at 18.
Highcamp serve. Cross court set to Palmer. Down the line, out of bounds.
Just the 3rd mistake committed by the Eagles here in this set number 4. All 3 hitting errors. So they've played very clean. They've earned the points on their attacking and also been given some by 9 New Bremen mistakes here in game 4.
Highcamp serve, good deep serve. Pushed over to Palmer. Back row picked up by New Bremen. By Tangeman, and that one go out of bounds. Set number 4 goes to the Monroeville Eagles. We will go to number 5 in just a moment. We'll take a break here on NKTelco Sports.
At Grand Lake Health, we offer urgent care services within Joint Township District Memorial Hospital. Upon arrival, each patient is greeted and healthcare professionals assess the level of care required. Urgent care services extend your access to quality health care, complete for non-life-threatening problems. Our state-of-the-art facility and host of diagnostic and treatment options allow you to receive the treatment you deserve in a timely and courteous way. Grand Lake Health Systems, the highest quality health care for you and your family.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Wayne Trail, a Lincoln Electric company, supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Wayne Trail routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters and every role contributes to the success of our business and offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit waynetrail.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
We are here, and here, and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Welcome back to NKTelco's presentation. High school volleyball is we get here for set number 5, Jeff, and it's clearly momentum Monroeville. New Bremen going to have to respond early here in the 5th set.
Yeah, a lot of energy right now from the Monroeville players and their fans, if you will. Now, New Bremen's fans trying to get their team fired up. The players themselves a little bit more calm, if you will. Not a lot of energy. I can't say negative energy, but just right now very subdued look right now for the players, but Reinhardt, who left game 4, came back in, so a good sign for New Bremen. But yeah, New Bremen now see how well they respond. Kind of did not play very clean in game number 4. They commit 9 more errors, and Monroeville just 3 hitting errors. The only mistakes they made in game number 4, and that helped propel them to the 6-point win. And New Bremen commits 4 more service errors.
And they've really only had 1 set they've started good. The first set wasn't great, but it was at least decent. It was 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, whatever. The other 3 have been bad for New Bremen as far as starts. They've got behind 3 or 4 points early. Can't do that when you're going to 15, so they need to get a good start here as well in the 5th set.
Well, these 2 teams battled in the same spot last year, and last year's match went 5 as well. So these 2 teams have been very good over the years. I mentioned earlier, each team now 3rd time at state tournament. Monroeville was here in 15, 18, and last year. New Bremen making their 3rd trip in a row. They were here 17, 18, and 19. And for Coach Kramer was here also in 16 with their St. Henry team, I believe.
Not sure what we're waiting on here to get started is the officials.
I think
maybe they're checking lineups.
Could be as
I don't see an official over at the scores table.
She's walking around right there.
But she do look like she's checking anything.
The scoreboard up top, maybe they cannot get cleared. I know they're looking up at it.
Oh, I see it now. You're right. It says 2-1 yet on the board, and the time still says from the timeout. I was going to say, because the officials don't look like they're missing anything. They look like you said, they're waiting on something at the scores table. As the official does appear to be pointing up at it.
Scoreboard, yeah, seems to be frozen for a technical term, and we may have to revert to the scoreboard they have at midcourt. Reboot. Have you tried rebooting your computer recently? But they do have a monitor at the midcourt, and also up in the corners are scoreboards. Not quite as fancy, but they do serve the purpose.
Give the crowds a little time here to support their teams, and they're both
like who can make the most noise right now.
That's right.
And a good following on each crowd, each side, as probably we have people coming in for the next match between Fort Loramie and Newark Catholic, I'm sure, are filtering in here to give this a nice, full look, if you will. A lot of following here from both these squads.
Looks like they might have gotten it reset there as the score is cleared out. So still having issues with the scoreboard. They've announced over the PA they're going to use the side scoreboards because they are still having that issue. So we will keep a good eye on that as we try to get started here in set number 5. Braylee Wise will start serving.
We didn't have scoreboard problems in the 80s.
Yeah, right? So just flip the card over to the next number.
That's right.
Maybe they got some of those floating around here. Wise with the serve, picked up by Highcamp, far side to Taylor Paul, and that's the way the Cardinals need to start, as they knock one down here to get a 1-0 lead.
21 kills on the match for Taylor Paul, and like you said, Greg, a good start. It's always big in game 5s. I would guess the team that starts the best, gets out to the big lead, probably has a better advantage, but a long way to go as Monroeville answers with Palmer, and she has been on fire lately, Greg.
Yes, she has. That shot to the back row, and Reinhardt still looking a little sluggish. That ball was hit to her. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Here is Landau serving, picked up by Diana Highcamp. Far side, Taylor Paul back on the side and in. Taylor Paul keeping pace, and the Cardinals up 2-1.
Well, she's been very good. Again, her hitting numbers have been awesome coming into game number 5. Just 4 attacking errors in 45 attempts. Had 20 kills in games 1 through 4.
Here's Palmer again, and again through the block for the kill, and we're even at 2.
Palmer had 1 kill in the first 2 sets. In games 3, she had 5. In game 4, she had 4, and she has 2 here in game 5. So she's come up with 11 kills, and again, she's one of their leading attackers on the season, coming up big in these late games.
This one to put off, and it goes off the block and out of bounds. So not sure what the call was there, as the up official saying out of bounds.
Unless they felt it never cleared the net and just went, off the top of the tape. So hitting error by New Bremen instead of the kill, I assume.
So 3-2, big point there for Monroeville. That one knocked over by Putoff. And now New Bremen with another opportunity, pushed across on 2 though by Pape. Back far side, as that one goes through the block and in. I believe, yes, for Brooks. That was kind of a bang-bang. So, boy, tough break there for New Bremen, as it goes a 2-point advantage now for Monroeville.
16 kills for Kylie Brooks. The junior 5'10" left-handers had a nice match.
Pape again pushes it across. Now New Bremen, another opportunity. Here's Putoff across the block and down. Big point there to answer by New Bremen. And it seemed a little bit out of sorts there, as Putoff able to get it up there quick enough before the block. And now Taylor Paul back to serve for the Cardinals. Good serve, picked up by Landau. Looked like it could have been a double hit called there.
That looked odd.
Ashton Highcamp back row, nice save. Landau blocked down by Macy Putoff. And the point for the Cardinals evens us at 4.
For Putoff, I have her now down for six stuff blocks today. So came in averaging just over 1 termination block per game, right on that average tonight.
Taylor Paul picked up there and knocked across by Brooks. Highcamp, quick shot, put off, deep shot, picked up by Landau, blocked the net partially. Over far side, Ashton Highcamp across the body. There's that tough shot. Well, you start to wonder why they just don't knock it over, like either team, because they both have struggled. It's a very difficult angle.
They know if they free ball it over, it's a better chance, and those girls have hit that shot a number of times this year and probably figured that going with what I do best, and that's a down ball with some force.
Number 7, Hedrick serve, pushed over to put off across the block and back on the Bremen side. Dinah Highcamp free balls it across. Monroeville with a chance. Yoder blocked down, but Monroeville able to save it back on New Bremen side. Quick set to put off, pushes it deep. It's tipped though by Monroeville, free ball across.
Another chance for New Bremen.
Back row set, Reinhardt, nice dig. Back row by Hedrick. And again knocked across. This one, Highcamp, back line and in. Nice shot, Ashton Highcamp. And a big one, we're tied at 5.
Kind of making up for the other attacks you had earlier that didn't go over that time. A good elevation and good force behind that attack. Catches inside the back line for her first kill of game number 5. 7 on the night for the senior outside hitter, Ashton Highcamp.
Claire Pape, short serve, picked up by Monroeville and knocked out of bounds by Brooks.
No, inbounds. I believe it was inbounds.
Oh, you're right. Wow, that looked wide from here, but you're right, you did call it in.
She's been, that left-handed hitter out of the left or the right front has been successful. She's going down the line a number of times for most of her attacks. She now has 17 on the night.
So 6-5 advantage Monroeville. Back to action. And I think a net violation. Boy, everybody holding their breath. No, you're right. Got a correction there, a rotation error. Boy, at this point, I wish the officials, they're doing a good job, but you almost wish they would just let them play. You know what I mean? It's 6-all. But that's a chance to go. Rotation error, I'm not questioning, but I'm just saying all in all, not have many double hits, anything like that. Let the game play itself out. It's 6-all. Chance to go to the state final. What a great match this has been. Still discussion down by the...
I'm not real sure what the conversation would be unless they're still... they call that and then the girls move around, so I can never figure out how they lined up to begin with.
They're definitely checking it with head coach Snook.
Overlaps someone else, and
now even at 6.
First one to 15. Remember, game 5, 15 is the goal. Win by 2.
You're still waiting on a ball, or I'm not sure what the delay here is.
I got 6-6 on my book.
I do too.
Okay,
now maybe
a little bit of a break for both teams and get back to business.
Casey put off back to serve, even here at 6-all in set number 5. Winner goes to the state final. We'll have that game following this one. And another shot down the line by Mara Brown.
The number 4, Mara Brown, her 4th kill of the night. Had 2 back in game number 1, 1 last game number 4, and then that one there here in game 5 to give her team a 1-point lead.
That'll send Yoder back to serve for the Eagles. Ashton Highcamp pushed far side to Reinhardt. Cross-court shot picked up by Yoder. Back set to Cluting. Far side back to Reinhardt. Off the double block and in. Big point. Josie Reinhardt off the deflection. Evens us at 7.
Well, Reinhardt coming up big with a good swing. Her 7th kill of the night. Ties it back up. Greg 7-7. Bremen led this set or not?
They led it early at 1-0,
okay,
and then 2-1. But since then, it has been
back and forth.
Mostly. Monroeville lead blocked there at the net by Friend, and that one dumped across by Cluting.
Good decision by Cluting. The hang time right over New Bremen's tandem block and right in the opening of the Bremen defense, including just her 5th kill, but a big one there here in game 5. Her team back up by 1.
Weiss back to serve for the Eagles. Highcamp, far side to Taylor Paul, blocked at the net, back on Bremen's side. Friend able to just tip it across. Cluting pushes that one over. Popped up to Paul. It's going to have to be tough. Can't get it across. A tough angle there. And New Bremen now trailing by 2.
Each team still 2 timeouts left, so we'll see once who pulls the trigger first there. A 2-point lead for the Monroeville Eagles. And this is a big play here. You don't want to get it too far. You don't have to dig too big of a hole.
Back set to Reinhardt. And in the back row for a kill.
6 kills, 8 kills, I should say, for Josie Reinhardt. 5'11" junior hitter. Much needed point there as the Cardinals definitely needed a good attack, and they get one.
Cardinals trying to tie this up in set 5. Big shot across the way by Palmer. Puts it back to a 2-point Eagle lead.
Again, another strong performance here late in this match by Kelsey Palmer. Give her 13 kills on the night after being shut down in game 1 and only 1 in game number 2, but a tough service here.
And by the one you wouldn't expect, that was from Landau.
She came in, as I said, with a lot of the most serves on the team as far as attempts, and a very good 93% server.
Diana Highcamp serving for New Bremen, trailing by 1. Brooks with the shot, nice save by Reinhardt. And a block.
It was down on the
Down on the Monroeville. It happened so fast, tough to see. So Bremen point evens us at 10.
22 kills for Taylor Paul. That one ties it at 10.
And a huge point coming here. Highcamp serve in, miss hit by...
This is what New Bremen wants, so a free ball on the offense and a chance now for them to go attack.
Put off, shot in! Far sideline, a big shot, Macy put off, and the Cardinals take an 11-10 lead, and the Eagles will take a timeout. We will keep it right here, as this game has been huge, obviously for the winner, but it's been the Eagles since 2-2. Much like what happened, I think that was in set 4, led for most of the match. No, sorry, it would be 3, set 3. Led a lot, and then New Bremen able to come back and recover and take the lead and win that set. Hopefully they can do the same thing here. They had an 11-10 lead, first of 15.
Well, that last point, a big one, the aggressive serve, mishandled, and anytime the setter has to chase down the second ball, good things are usually going to happen, and Bremen got a good opportunity, put off, I believe it was, memory serves me right, records a powerful attack, it goes down for a point. Momentum, on the Bremen side, but that's great, but you still need to finish it out here, and Monroeville's played well.
You got to get this one in. You got to make the Eagles at least earn this one back, get this serve in play. Dinah Highcamp back to serve for the Cardinals with an 11-10 lead here in set number 5. She does get it in, back row hit, popped up to, I believe that was Palmer. Saved by New Bremen. Here is Paul's shot, back set, Brooks, and is in. Brooks and Palmer have definitely been the tandem for the Eagles.
Well, they came into the match, Greg, as their leading attackers. Brooks at 3.2%, Palmer at 3.1, both hit really well. A big answer for Palmer, tying the game up at 11.
Palmer now serving. Reinhardt, nice pass up front. Shot over to Macy Putoff, in for the kill.
Put an asterisk next to that one. Number 12, Claire Pape. Yeah, legal. No, it's legal. It's one hand. How can you double hit if you use one hand? Didn't catch it, and she did everything she could to bring it back.
That's a great answer.
It is a good answer.
With one hand. It's volleyball. It might be possible.
You can carry it, but she fielded it, set it legally.
Taylor Paul served, Bremen 12-11. Big point here. Ashton Highcamp shot down the line, and it drops. Big shot as Bremen takes a 2-point lead, 13-11. Still have some work to do, but in a much better position. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a quick break as well. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
At Joint Township District Memorial Hospital, your comfort and care is our #1 priority. Our surgical nerve blocks are a great way to reduce pain and can be used for arm, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, and foot surgeries. The nerve blocks decrease the stress of surgery on your body, requires less anesthesia and pain medications, and in many cases can offer relief for several days. Visit grandlakehealth.org for details on all of our services.
It's been a good one here at the Nutter Center. Set number 5. The Cardinals on top, 13-11.
A 2-point lead. They last led 11-10, and they've held that momentum, if you will, following Monroeville's first time out. Now Monroeville takes their second and final, and the Bremen's going to try to ride the momentum here and get another point.
Taylor Paul, good first serve. They cross-court set it to Highcamp through the block. Back on Bremen side, put off deep shot. Miller saves it. It's going to be a light shot here from Monroeville. Good chance.
The Bremen Cardinals.
Quick set, put off, saved again though. Brooks blocked at the net by put off.
Net violation.
In net violation. So 1-point game again. 13-12 in favor of New Bremen. Good aggressive play there. Brown back to serve for the Eagles. 13-12 here in the 5th. Highcamp, good pass. Popped up here to put off. Dumps it across, miss hit, and it drops.
That might be the softest attack put off hit in a while. And it's maybe the biggest point for right now, but yeah, didn't time it well.
Match point coming here for New Bremen at 14-12. Chance to go back to the state finals. Claire Pape back to serve. It's across. Short set, shot by Miller, or I'm sorry, Brown picked up New Bremen side, popped up Josie Reinhardt, far side across the double block, and it's down for the Eagles. They are not done. It's not been easy here today.
No, it hasn't. It's tough to close out as Brooks, I believe it was, and Brown combined.
And Brooks goes out, so that'll definitely cut their attacking down. And actually,
well, that was 14 that won out, was Landau, right?
Palmer's not in the lineup either, so this is the one round for the New Bremen Cardinals to attack right here, right down the middle. Put off, picked up back row, Landau tight to the net. And that's it, net violation. Cardinals take 5th and deciding set 15-13. And we'll go back to the state finals to play the winner of our second match, which will be the Fort Laramie Redskins and Newark Catholic. We'll have that one as well, but another big victory for New Bremen. And then we'll go back to the state finals. You see the 5-game wrap-up there. We will take a quick break and be back with our post-game wrap-up. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a third-generation family-owned business with locations in Sydney and Wapak, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on first, second, and third shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
Hey Minster, this is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey Botkins, I'm Brett Gerstner with NKTelco, and we are here for you and to help you operate your business network.
Hey Maria Stein, I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with Hometown Pride.
Hi Rishi, I'm Tim Metzger, and we are here for you for your installation of your telephone, cable TV, and internet.
Contact NKTelco at 1-888-NKTelco. At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Hi
At CAPT, we use hometown opportunity to make sure that when we have a position open within the facility, it gets put on the website.
We've really been excited to see how that has grown so much over the last several years.
If anyone is looking for a job, it's the best place to go.
We really want to do whatever we can to get folks that are from this community back to this area.
I would recommend any manufacturing company that they take a look at it. It's a very good benefit for companies at no cost.
Plygem Residential Solutions is part of Cornerstone Building Brands, North America's largest manufacturer of exterior building products, and the success of our company is directly related to the contributions of our employees. We are currently looking for machine operators, maintenance technicians, forklift operators, and more to join our growing team at our facility in Sydney, Ohio. Plygem offers competitive pay, a full benefits package, as well as opportunities for bonus pay and long-term advancement. Become a part of our strong foundation.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Welcome back to Grand Lake Health's presentation here on NKTelco Sports. And what a great match we just finished here at the Nutter Center. The New Bremen Cardinals coming out on top in 5 sets. You see the scores there, and they are as close as they look. There was a battle throughout. New Bremen, though, able to hang on in the end. And here with our post-game stats is Mr. Jeff Henchen.
Yeah, tough game kind of to dissect. It was a close battle, 5 sets. Look at our reports here, our CAB stats, our kills, aces, and blocks. You're splitting hairs. Kills 53-54. New Bremen wins out by 1. Service aces 6 for the Eagles, 8 for New Bremen. The termination blocks 9 and 7. I mean, it's a close match throughout. The errors, come down to who played the best at the right time. Right. And New Bremen came out and played a very solid game number 5 and just out-attacked the Eagles in the end, and they are in a hard-fought 5-set victory. I don't know what else to say. Again, it's 2 balanced teams, and there's a reason they each were 26-1 on the season, and that's because they're pretty good, both really good.
Well, I think what made it, in my opinion, a little tougher was that's the first team I think New Bremen has faced that blocked at the net soundly, just like they
got a lot of touches.
That's kind of been their over-the-top piece, and give credit to the Eagles. They were right there with them.
Well, quickly for the New Bremen Cardinals, Ashton Heitkamp, 8 kills on the night. Josie Reinhardt also 8 kills and 3 service aces and a block. Heitkamp also had 4 blocks. Taylor Paul, 23 kills on the night, a service ace. Kaylee Friend, 4 kills and 4 blocks. Macy Putoff, 11 kills, and she had also 5 blocks. Claire Pape, the setter tonight, did a nice job of 43 assists. And that rounds out your stats again for the Cardinals, who again prevail in a hard-fought game, and tough to pick a player of the game. They all had moments of success, but the most probably consistent player all night is number 6 senior Taylor Paul, who ends the night, as we said, 23 kills and just played consistent throughout. Very few mistakes. Had a very impressive 380 hitting percentage. That tells you how efficient she was. Got it done with basically 1 swing, limited her errors, and basically helped the Cardinals stay in it and played a clean game for Taylor Paul. Congratulations to her.
And congratulations again to the New Bremen Cardinals, who will go on to play the state final against either the Fort Laramie Redskins or Newark Catholic. And that will be also on NKTelco. So again, congratulations to them. And as they move forward, that is going to do it for us here tonight. I'd like to thank our crew, Scott Robinson, our director, assistant Taylor Wisman, our camera people, Bryce Hamrick and Susie Quellhorst, my partner Jeff Hench, and I'm Greg Berning. Thanks for watching.